In this video, you're going to find the complete follow-along push workout that's perfect for any beginner or intermediate lifter. Welcome to Dad Bod Fitness. If we are just meeting, my name is David, and I help crazy busy dads to build a physique. If you want to maximize your muscle growth and strip the body fat and transform your life while leading your family, consider subscribing. This is the second step in my at-home muscle building quick start program, so make sure to follow along with each video in the series for the full pull, push, legs program, along with a core and cardio routine as well. If you missed the first video on the pull workout, I'll link it in the card above and down in the description below. I want to give you this workout for free. I'm 100% invested in your transformation, so check out the link in the description to grab your free pull, push, legs program for muscle building and hypertrophy. With this program, you're going to get a step-by-step guide for the program, 5 workouts, workout tracking sheets, and multiple workout rotation plans to help fit your unique life and schedule. It's also going to give you the step-by-step on how to get your nutrition on point and the specifics on how to achieve progressive overload properly so that you're getting the results that you're hoping for. Again, I always start my training with about a 5-minute warm-up to keep me loose and prep for the workout. Do any kind of light activity that gets you moving. I always do some running in place, high knees, jumping jacks, and arm circles on the pull and push days. And along with that, I do some dynamic pec stretching. On my push days, I target my warm-up on the pushing muscles with 3 sets of 10 push-ups, close grip, standard, and wide. These movements are perfect for targeting and warming up the muscles that I'm going to be training for today's push workout. In this program, my recommendation is to take about a 60-minute rest in between each set, and then about a 2-minute rest in between each exercise. Let's get started. first up is the flat dumbbell press. So unless you have a bench, lay down on the floor, and you're going to want to arch your back just enough so that your lower back isn't touching the floor. Pinch your shoulder blades back and down, as I've mentioned for pretty much every exercise in the pull workout. We're going to be doing the same thing for the exercises in the push workout. So pinch your shoulder blades back and down. Then almost think about pushing your elbows together above you as you press up. I found that this cue is really helpful in focusing the contraction properly onto my pecs. If you feel the burn only in your shoulders, first I want you to try slowing down the movement or lifting a lighter weight to help to get a better mind-muscle connection. Depending on how heavy you are lifting, it also might be worthwhile to do 1 or 2 warm-up sets with half the weight for about 5 to 6 reps. The warm-up push-ups for me usually do the trick, but that is an option as well. As far as the rep range, like in the pull workout, aim for hitting 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. This is a foundational compound exercise, and by continually improving your form, performing additional reps, and lifting heavier weight, you're going to see amazing results and progression. if you have a bench, the next move would be the incline dumbbell press, which I will link a video for in the description below of a how-to video by Scott Herman, which is really great. Since I don't have a bench, here you're going to be seeing me do the decline push-up, which is a fantastic alternative. When doing this movement, elevate your feet off the ground. Once you get into position, again, lock your shoulders, and by that I mean pinch them back and down. Make sure to keep your hamstrings, glutes, and your core tight while you're in this position, which is going to help prevent injury. And it's going to keep the contraction in your pecs and shoulders where it should be. Then really feel and focus on contracting and squeezing your pecs as you drop down and push up. In the full training program, you're also going to learn some additional ways for increasing the overload with the decline push-ups. For the rep range, this again is going to be the 8 to 12 rep range for about 3 sets. And make sure that brings you within 1 to 2 reps of failure each time. If you're doing the decline push-ups, follow my tips in the program for increasing progressive overload in that range. But if you don't get that close to failure, the option there is to always add additional reps. So next up is the standing dumbbell press. This is an incredible exercise when it comes to building big shoulders. Now, the front deltoids have already been worked in the first two movements, but studies have actually shown that this exercise will target the front deltoids more effectively. Research has shown standing dumbbell presses actually to be even more effective at activating the lateral and posterior delts as compared to the seated dumbbell press. So remember again to keep your feet about shoulder width, squeeze your glutes and core, and think about squeezing your elbows up to your ears, which is really going to help focus the contraction properly into your delts. While doing this exercise, focus on keeping your wrists straight as well. Don't let your hands kink backward or forward for that matter. Make sure your form on this exercise is exactly on to avoid any injury, just as with all the compound movements. Make sure you don't find yourself leaning backward or arching your back when the exercise starts to get difficult. Be safe and perform just enough reps to get close to failure. Stick with the same rep range here and the same advice, about 8 to 12 reps. Slowly increase your reps and your weights while doing this move safely and with perfect form. Next up is the seated lateral raise. Once more, when getting into position for this move, start with locking your shoulder blades to once again keep that strong foundation. I love the seated lateral raise because it really allows me to focus on an intense contraction of the lateral delts. When you raise the dumbbells, only go to about shoulder height. Not only is this going to be better for preventing injury, but it's also going to provide better contraction. Keep your arms just slightly in front of you and not straight out directly from your shoulders. And this is also going to help improve the contraction and really target those lateral deltoids. If you want to intensify the movement, when you raise up, pause, and then drop only about halfway before raising back up for another rep. Then drop your arms back down to your sides and start the rotation again. Raise up, pause, down halfway, up, pause, and then down to your sides. It's better to do this movement with slightly lighter weight so that you can actually focus on the most effective contraction and the squeeze. It's going to burn out your lateral delts much faster. The rep range for this one is a little bit higher to really help you focus on getting the best squeeze and contraction in the lateral delts. So aim for 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps. So this last exercise is the dumbbell tricep extension. This is an optional exercise that I do include if you need some additional targeting of your triceps. If you really struggle to make the time for training and you're relatively new to lifting, I wouldn't include this since your triceps have already been worked with all of the previous exercises. This isolation exercise can, however, provide some specific targeting for your triceps and can be pushed to failure on at least 1 set out of the 2 that I recommend. If you don't have a bench, perform these on the floor. Holding the weights just above your head, slowly drop them back. Keep your elbows tight to your body, your wrists straight, and then squeeze the dumbbells back up with your triceps. Pause before fully extending over you and then drop back down. That's going to really help engage your triceps and give you a better contraction. I would stick with a lighter weight on this exercise and really focus on perfect form. Let the pressing exercises at the beginning of the routine take care of the heavy stimulus and make this about perfect execution and slow contractions since it's an isolation of the triceps. The rep range on this one is 8 to 12 reps, but we're only doing 2 sets since you really don't need to overwhelm yourself with too many isolation movements. perform some stretching to keep your muscles loose. And although there is conflicting research on whether or not it will actually significantly help with the recovery, I would still err on the side of caution and still stretch for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you want to make serious gains from home with minimal equipment, don't forget to grab this free workout program. The link is down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I would be honored if you would smash that like button and help support this channel. Let me know in the comments below what you did or didn't like, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure to stay up to date. Click or tap the screen right up over here for the next step in this series, the legs workout in my pull-push legs program. Or click or tap the screen down over here for another great video to help you maximize your results. As always, be intentional and bring the intensity, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.